EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From perpetually sunny Scottsdale, Arizona, it's live opening round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. It is called the People's Open. Enthusiastic crowds have been the norm. 700,000 fans expected through the turnstiles this week. As we check the early leaderboard, the leader is the most recent gold medalist, Xander Schauffele. He's rolling early at 8 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer in good form, coming into this one fresh off a victory a week ago. So, Frank, here we are, 3 tournaments into the new season. Our featured golfer, the rookie, on an absolutely historic and record-breaking run. 3 consecutive wins to begin a career absolutely unheard of.
It's crazy. I didn't believe they could win out of the gates. I certainly didn't believe they could back it up with 2, and then they had no chance of making it 3 in a row, so I have no idea what to expect this week.
So another event getting underway here, Frank, and we look at our featured golfer coming in fresh off another victory 4 short days ago. You know, it's funny what confidence can do for you. Early in the season, you're probably just hoping to try and make some cuts, contend once in a while. Now, you're coming into tournaments as one of the favorites to win.
As long as you don't get ahead of yourself, because, you know, there's that sort of phrase, you can be a little too cocky. Confidence is a good thing, though. I just think take a little step back. I mean, all the backslapping's finished. You won last week. Remember how you did that. Remember how well you played, what got there. There was a series of good shots. So Thursday, you've got to start doing exactly the same with that same attitude.
Oh, yes, that's the way to start the day. It is a birdie here at the opening hole, and she'll quickly move here to 1 under par. Such a thrill playing in the Masters as a professional for the first time. Frank, if you could take me back through your first round, your first tournament, what do you remember most about that experience?
Good and bad, really. It was the first cut that I missed as in a major championship. But in those days, they didn't use the top 50 of the world rankings, so I really didn't get until my sort of early mid-30s. But I don't really want to talk about my first round, but by virtue of that, I got drawn with the late, great Arnold Palmer on the Friday, and you know, I sort of wanted to get out of town as quick as I could, but I watched the great man play the golf course, and I saw lines that I never ever saw when I played my practice rounds. I got to play alongside a guy that obviously had put on a green jacket more than once. And while that was a Masters I'd like to forget for different reasons, the very next year I finished 4th. So I credit that to my rookie year and playing with a man that basically could play the golf course backwards in Arnold Palmer. Well, the ball is on the green. That's about all I can say with that. With a short wedge in hand, you'd expect that certainly be much closer than that.
How about the speed here? Are you kidding? That is exceptional from that distance. That is worth a wow. Good putt there. It's in for par here at the second. And she'll remain at 1 under par. We come now to the first par 5 of the day, 558-yard third. A dry wash runs down the entire right side, and then it cuts across the green. Long drive down the right side, and the green is going to be reachable in 2. And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notobegay III.
Tee shot has given the player a chance to go for this green in 2. Just have to be mindful of covering the ravine, which protects the entire front part of the green.
Okay, that worked out really well. Not quite on the green, but certainly in a spot where you can make a birdie. So an ideal spot right here, just off the green, a makeable chance at eagle. Yeah, no sweat. It is a birdie here at the third. Frank, what kind of shot is required here at the par 3 fourth?
A little drop shot par 3 down the hill in today's standards because it's under 200 yards. Series of 3 tee boxes, so plenty to choose from there. The entry into the green is well protected now by the 2 bunkers, one in the center and one on the right front of this green.
Okay, not taking any chances there. A good, safe play in the middle portion of the green. Now this for birdie.
And a very straightforward look here. Down the hill with no break.
That's a half a ball away from going in. Very well read. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and she'll remain at 2 under. Well, Frank, now at the 5th hole, the par 4, the challenge stiffens just a bit.
Yeah, the longest par 4, obviously in the start of this golf course, around the 470-yard mark. 2 bunkers down the right have been changed to 1, but it's in the perfect position now. Of course, that new tee added to add a little bit of length to this hole. The green still remains relatively similar to what it used to be.
This one turning left a bit off the tee.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long. And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
An outside look here for birdie. Not that time. pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5. And her score is going to stay right where it is. Now to the par 4 6th. Decision time, Frank. Driver, or do you go with 3-wood?
A lot of that's going to depend on if there's any breeze. If the breeze is at your back, you can drive it all the way down the right side and take those 2 bunkers down the right completely out of play. This hole's been stiffened up, though. The length hasn't increased, but that bunkering in that choke point. So, the strategy. Do you have the length to get past them? Or, if you have to lay up, it's going to leave a much longer second shot.
Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze.
That's a head scratcher. That approach shot from relatively close in. I would have been looking at 10 to 15 feet.
Birdie putt coming up, but you gotta think anything inside of 7 or 8 feet here is pretty darn good. Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th. And her score's going to stay right where it is. On to the par 3 7th, 215 yards from that back tee box, Frank.
This hole hasn't really changed. Still has that V-shaped green where it's very narrow in the front. A high-flying shot in here that carries that front edge, and you'll find the further and further you go back to that, the more receptive, and that green starts to widen.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
This going to be her second shot now at the par 3. This is a 16-footer. Oh, she'll take that one. What a tough putt that was to salvage her par. And her score is going to stay right where it is. Frank, the par 4 8th. This is a good hole.
It is. A dog leg to the left forces the player to go out the right, and this will play every inch of its yardage, which is over 470 yards. Green's still pretty much the same with that false front, unless there's a flag position in the front. You're really going to have to fly it at least 20 yards or so into that green. Otherwise, that ball is going to run towards the front.
And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze.
I really like her golf swing, and that's another good shot. She should be happy with that one.
We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
And this is going to need a little push to get it up the slope. But other than that, I don't see a whole lot of left to right in this.
It needs to slow a bit. Okay, that's still going to be a good 4 feet, though, coming back. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and her score's going to stay right where it is. Here at the par 4 9th hole, Frank, what's the strategy off the tee?
Well, there's one bunker down the right side that you have to be very wary of. 325 yards to carry that, so it's very much in play, and just over 290 to reach it. Ideally, you have to go left about that down the left side. But really, this is a second shot hole because this green is not very deep. Good drive, left of center, flag cut back right. You can just go straight at it.
From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Fairway at the 9th, one of the widest on the golf course, so ball easily finds the fairway. Now can take dead aim at this whole location to this narrow green.
Oh, this is straight at it.
It's a really good line.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
Oh, that one read perfectly. It is a birdie here at the 9th, and that is going to finish off a 3-under front side as they go out in 32. Beginning the back 9 with a 428-yard par 4-10. Sharp dogleg to the right, offering several options off the tee. Cut the quarter with a driver and contend with a small bunker and trees, or opt for a fairway wood that brings bunkers on both sides into play. That's going to be into the rough right behind the big stadium structure at 16. Okay, that's acceptable there. Now this, for birdie at 10.
And not a particularly demanding putt here. Maybe slightly down an incline, but it is dead straight.
Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. So that's in for par to start this backside. And she's going to stay at -3. Moving on to the 11th hole, Frank, water all along the left side, 472 yards. How do you handle this one?
Well, this one's weird because the tees are a little off-center. They start down the right side, which makes it into a dogleg. And you mentioned the water. It always comes into play. And there are 0 fairway bunkers. You don't need them here at 11 because really it's all about the tee shot. Find the fairway. Then even though it's a long par 4, you should be able to at least attack that green safely. Miss the fairway to the right, which is the barrel outside, and your problems are just starting.
Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Great tee shot here at the 11th. Now has a chance to go at the hole location on the left half of the green, but have to be concerned about the water that wraps around the backside.
And that one going to be okay, although it does finish just off the green. Smart play from that distance. Just use the putter to make sure you get the line. And this one goes down for a birdie. Par 3 12th may not be as famous as the Par 3 16th, but Frank, you think this may be a tougher and even better hole?
We see more bogeys and double bogeys here on 12 than 16 will ever see, and courtesy of the water behind and to the right of the screen. If you're going to bail out, find one of those bunkers. Now, a good bunker player obviously can get it up and down, but it's still no snack trying to record your Par 3 at 12.
Yeah, that one came in a little hot. It's safely on, but it'll be a long look coming up. Gonna have to be a little careful with this one. It's for birdie. Yeah, that's not too bad from that far back. That one safely in. It's par here at 12. And she'll remain at 4 under par. This is where the excitement really kicks in at TPC Scottsdale. The 13th hole is a par 5 at 558 yards. It is a wonderful driving hole. There's water, there's desert on the right. You have the mesquite trees and a big bunker on the left. If you can drive the ball straight here, keep it out of that trouble, well, then you absolutely have a chance to get home in 2 and maybe make an eagle. Now, from way down there, a good look at a second to the par 5. Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there, and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. So now just a short one left for her eagle. Oh yeah, that's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. Par 4 14th, Frank, it seems as though you'd be pretty happy with a par here.
You would, even though the putting surfaces here at TPC Scottsdale are excellent. It's going to take 2 good shots to reach this 14th hole. You can get in a little bit of trouble off the tee. That bunker on the left very much in play. The rough on the right side is no snack either, because the ball, more often than not, will finish well above the player's feet. And of course that green is very, very narrow, well protected by bunkers on the left. Well, there's good bounces, there's bad bounces. That was a good one.
So this, Iona, her second from the fairway.
127 yards to the front of the green, 131 all the way to the flagstick. Pin tucked in the front left-hand portion of the green today.
That's a good shot, and more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
This will be a 14-foot putt here. You betcha, what a roll there. That is in for a birdie. Now at the par 5 15th, and Frank, there is plenty to catch your eye. There's also quite a bit to catch your ear. You can hear the roars at the par 3 16th. So how do you focus on the task at hand?
Great question, Rich. You know, you realize you're about to enter the stadium part of the golf course. But this is the last par 5 that you're going to play. We've seen eagles here over the years. We've seen many a player hit it in the water off the tee or water short of the green. Certainly one of the tougher tee shots coming in. No bunkers here to worry about, just that huge lake to the left. Find the fairway. You might just find the green.
Boy, she just seems to be on autopilot right about now. That, another good drive off the tee.
The beauty of this par 5, so many different ways to play it. You can be a little wayward, even with the tee shot or the second shot. But really, it's going to be about the third shot today. How close can you hit it? Great touch. That certainly guarantees a birdie.
And that one finished off. It's a birdie here at 15. Now to the 16th hole, and Frank, what makes this so special is the walk underneath the grandstands. It's the Gladiator coming into the Coliseum.
That's a perfect description, Rich, and that's why this hole is unlike any other hole on the PGA Tour. The atmosphere that the players feel on that tee, they cannot prepare for, they can't experience anywhere else. This is a once-in-a-lifetime par 3.
And when you look at it from up high with the blimp view, it sort of appears as though they've dropped Fenway Park or Wrigley Field right into the desert. And this is a sellout crowd. I mean, this is 20,000 fans. And there's nothing like it. There's not a single hole in golf that has more fans on it than the 16th here at TPC Scottsdale. Now this for another birdie. Oh, how about the run here? That a third consecutive birdie. Now to the 17th, and Frank, fair to say this is one of the best short par 4s in all of golf?
It is. The drivable par 4 that's designed the way it's meant to be played is a winner. The ones that are just shortened to be made drivable, they don't work. This was designed to be a 17th hole, and it was designed to be drivable. You couldn't get a better place, and you couldn't get a better par 4.
Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well.
Ooh, big mistake.
A lot of green to travel here, but this is for birdie. This one's tracking on a very good line. Look out. Oh, my goodness. That is not fair at all. What a putt from that distance. That did everything but go in the hole. No problems there. That's par here at 17. And this will remain a one-shot advantage. We finish our day here at TPC Scottsdale with a 442-yard par 4 18. Strategy off the tee is key. Challenge the lake on the left and cut the corner of the church pew bunkers, or play it safely down the right side of the fairway. Is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Second shot, a good look at the green.
That's a decent sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
Chance now for another birdie. Yeah, it's a birdie at the last. And that's going to be an opening round of 61. Superb. So for the golfer we watched today, Frank, all smiles after the round, a leader by 2.
You're not going to win on the first day, Rich, but that's...
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Sonoran Desert and always entertaining TPC Scottsdale, it's live second-round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. It is known as the greatest show on grass, and it has lived up to that moniker through the first couple of rounds as we take a look at the Friday leaderboard. Our leader on this Friday is our featured golfer. Her advantage is 2 as she gets ready to begin play. That one looking good. It's in the fairway here to start round 2. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
Thanks, Rich. TPC Scottsdale sort of eases you into the round. Not much trouble surrounding the fairway or the green, so you have a great chance to get off to a quick start.
That's the benefit of really bombing a tee shot down there. Sets up a simple little chip and a birdie.
Okay, a well-played hole there. It is birdie to kick off the round, and she'll move to 11 under. On to the second, a 442-yard par 4. Longer hitters can try and take advantage of the downslope, 285 yards off the tee, but that brings those 2 deep fairway bunkers on the right into play. And this round starting off strong after the birdie at the first. This in the fairway at number 2. That'll be from about 90 yards away. Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that. Really, I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
Nope. Yeah, putting was the right decision there. They say that usually your worst putt beats your best chip, right? So when in doubt, call on that Texas wedge. That finished off for par here with the second. And this will remain a 3-shot lead. You know where we are because you can look to the right. We're in the desert. You want to keep it out of that. If you do, with a good tee shot, absolutely a chance to get home in 2 and maybe jumpstart the round with an eagle 3. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. PGA Tour moves back to California next week. We'll be at Hogan's Alley in Riviera Country Club just west of Los Angeles for the Genesis Invitational. Frank, we go from hysteria to history.
Oh, you do, yeah. Humphrey Bogart's tree on the left side of the 12th hole is still there, and it's still a feature. A huge sycamore tree there that kicks the odd ball away from the green. It's good. The whole golf course is in a sort of a bowl, so you get these swirling winds. I know they've tried to renovate the golf course over the last few years. It's actually made the fairways a little wider, but another straight-up test. I mean, the West Coast swing, you really have to bring your game.
A dead-on look here for birdie. Nah, that's going to miss right, and a good opportunity goes by the wayside. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third, and the lead's going to remain 2. Really nice mix of holes to start here at TPC Scottsdale. The 2 4s and then the par 5. Now our first par 3. Just a little over 180 yards, Frank.
Plays a little downhill, longer than what it once was. Green is radically different. Used to be deep, now it's wide. And the bunkering, of course, is visually totally different from what it used to be.
That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead. Now this nota for birdie.
And this is one where you just got to keep the hand steady and the wrist quiet, making sure you get it started online.
Hang on. That's going to leave about 3 feet.
Yeah, that was maybe a little overcautious. I bet he'd like that one again.
Okay, that one finished off for a par. And she'll remain at 11 under par. Heading now to the 470-yard par 4 fifth. This hole is all about the drive. Hit the fairway, and the approach is simple, but a massive bunker on the right is trouble, making an approach over a wash very difficult. You can't drive it much better than that. That's the quick pickup of the tee right down the middle. from the fairway, we check in with Noda.
The fifth always plays one of the most difficult holes at TPC Scottsdale, so finding the fairway gives you the green light to go ahead and try and make a three.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
14 feet to the hole. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And she'll move to 12 under par. Par 4 sixth is not overly long at 432 yards, a dogleg to the left. It's all about avoiding those bunkers that flank both sides of the fairway. If you do, yet again, you'll have a chance to make a birdie. Just what you want at this point around. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. So after the big drive, this, a short approach to the par 4. Okay, on the green, but that's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. And she'll get it to 13 under. Frank, where's the difficulty here on the 7th hole, the par 3 of more than 200 yards?
Well, Rich, front hole locations are always probably the toughest here because that's the narrowest part of the green. Bunkering really hasn't changed, and the green still does widen up, but the hole tends to play slightly uphill.
That one was running so hot. Second shot now, here at the par 3. Just going to sneak on by. That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And that's going to tighten things up a little as the lead is down to 2. Now here at the par 4-8, slight dogleg to the left, Frank.
And this dogleg's made more severe now by the addition of 2 bunkers. This was a bunkerless hole off the tee in years gone by, but those 2 bunkers certainly make this a sharper dogleg. And because it forces the player to go down the right side, adds length to the already long 475 yards. As that ball bounces into the rough, first fairway missed today. That's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
Look here at birdie.
And an ideal look here, just moving slightly to the left.
Oh, how about it? A beauty there. It is in for a birdie. And with it, she'll get a stroke back. We close out the front nine with the 454-yard par 4 ninth. Avoid the right-hand bunker off the tee, and you should have a good look into this green, which is separated by a large hump running right through the middle of it. Nothing to fault there, safely in the fairway. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Fairway at the ninth, one of the widest on the golf course, so ball easily finds the fairway. Now can take dead aim at this whole location to this narrow green.
Good approach shot. And birdie putt coming up. Approach shot just a little right, little short.
Oh, never in doubt. What a great putt that is. It's a birdie here at the ninth, and that will be a sizzling 31 on the front side, 4 under par. Par 4 10th hole. And Frank, do you think players should consider cutting the corner over that large bunker along the right side?
Well, in years gone by, Rich, that's exactly what they were starting to do, and consequently they've sort of put in a few new bunkers really to stop that avenue or access into 10. Really, the easiest way to play it is just play it down the left side, leave yourself in. If you want to be brave, be prepared that if you miss, you'll find a bunker. Well, it's in the first cut. We know you can't spin the ball as much from the first cut. Still lying okay.
Second shot now from just a foot or two off the fairway. I like the looks of this one.
Now, that's an excellent shot. Inside that 10-feet circle, a little long, a little left, but still good.
This a little under 10 feet for birdie. Yes, rolls it right in. A birdie here at 10. And she'll move to 15 under for the tournament. Now at the par 4 11th, Frank, I really like this hole.
Well, you might be the only one, Rich, because this is an absolute scorecard wrecker. Water all the way down the left side. There's 2 bunkers. Don't worry about that. They're not off the tee. They're around the green. They protect the left front and the back. If you think you can bail out down the right side, well, you could find cactus and all sorts of crazy things down the right. And believe me, go down there, more than anything, they'll wreck your scorecard as well.
From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Great tee shot here at the 11th. Now has a chance to go at the whole location on the left half of the green, but have to be concerned about the water that wraps around the backside.
That's a really solid shot. Smack bang into the middle of the green. She should be happy.
Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, this is the sort of putt you hope to find on the course. I think you can say it's dead straight, mostly flat. Want to have a good run at it.
Oh, yes, indeed. The line there, perfect. It is in for a birdie. And she'll get it to 16 under par. 12th hole now, looking at 192 yards, par 3.
Won't quite play that distance because that tee shot is considerably downhill. But you really have to be cognizant of the wind if it's coming off the left, because it easily brings that water into play down the right should that tee shot just start moving with the wind.
That's a quality shot right there, just left of the hole, and a birdie opportunity coming up. 8-foot putt here. Okay, that'll help the cause. It's a birdie here at number 12. And she'll move now to 17 under. Par 5 13, Frank, what kind of scoring opportunity is this?
But anytime you get on a par 5, obviously birdies and eagles come to mind. 13's been changed a little bit over the years. The split fairway's gone, now it's just one fairway. Water in play, bunker on the left side, they certainly define this fairway. And they've toughened up the front and left side of this par 5 green. The longer hitter, a high ball hitter, still will get a reward at 13.
Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second to the par 5. Well, that one had to feel good.
Yeah, it struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
The speed was right what you want, but the eagle putt doesn't go down. Not much to this one. It's for birdie. I mean, this is just becoming too easy now. That a 6th consecutive birdie. And that will move her score to 18 under par. We come now to the 490-yard par 4 14. Quite as intimidating as number 11, but every bit as demanding. After an uphill tee shot, players hit into a green sitting precariously on what was once a spectator's mound. Par is a great score here. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. From the fairway, Noda, her second coming up.
142 yards left to the hole. Pin is in the back right corner of this green.
Another example of her excellent balance and timing, and that's a good shot.
Here we go. This one for birdie. Yes! 7 birdies in a row now. And she'll move now to 19 under. Great scoring opportunity here at the par 5 15th, but Frank, I'm wondering, as a player, is your mind beginning to think about what's ahead at that par 3 16th hole?
Oh, they are. This is really the finishing stretch at TPC Scottsdale, where you get all these swing holes. 15 is a swing hole. 16, 17, and 18, where so many changes in the score can actually happen. But this one here is all about finding the fairway. A good drive down here will be well rewarded because you'll have a chance to reach this par 5 and 2.
Now from a little less than 200 yards, this a second to the par 5. How good is that, Frank? You know, to make a score, you have to make a shot, and that was some shot.
And it came right out of the middle of the club. That is truly a great shot.
Oh, yeah. That's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. Here we are at the 16th hole, looking at just over 160 yards. Doesn't seem all that daunting, Frank. But 160 yards with 20,000 people, horned into a little stadium in the desert, that makes it a different story.
It certainly is. This was one hole, too, where Tom Watson would send his caddy forward. He would stay back by 15. His caddy would get his yardage. Watson would simply walk on the tee. His caddy would give him the club. He would not go for his normal routine. He would simply just head away. It was one hole that he never wanted to think about. It might look simple, but it's what the player feels.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. Well, these short, drivable par 4s are all the rage in golf, but the designers here at TPC Scottsdale, Jay Morrish and Tom Weiskopf, were really ahead of the curve. This was one of the first, and it still remains one of the best short par 4s in the game, all about risk and reward. Well, that's on a pretty good line so far. Oh my goodness, that is on in one. Wow, what an incredible shot. One eagle on the card already. This for a second. That would have been a good one to convert on. Instead, that'll be left for birdie. Now this for another birdie. Nicely done. 30 finished off here at 17. And she'll get it to 22 under par. What an outstanding finishing hole here at TPC Scottsdale. Not overly long, but it is challenging. At 442 yards, this par 4 is all about strategy. You can challenge the lake on the left if you're one of the bigger hitters. Cut the corner of the Church Cube bunkers. That leaves you with just a flip wedge in. Or you can take the safe route. Just go down the right side of the fairway. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. So she will tap that in for her par at 18. And that's all that was needed. It's a 59. So another look at the leaderboard, and you'll almost do a double take, Frank. Our featured golfer with a EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. On one of the zaniest days on the tour calendar, live Saturday third round coverage of the one and only WM Phoenix Open. How about the fans out at 7 a.m. sharp today, making that mad dash across the grounds to get that coveted spot at number 16? As we take a look at the Saturday leaderboard. Our leader here on Saturday is our featured golfer. She's got a commanding lead on the rest of the field, as she has been sensational so far. And that a wonderful tee shot. It's in the fairway here to get this Saturday started. So here on this Saturday, Frank, our featured golfer in the lead yet again in what has already been an amazing first season of the PGA Tour. Now, obviously there's still a long way to go in this tournament. It is not in the win column yet. But Frank, when you talk about rookie seasons, this is definitely one of the best in recent memory, isn't it?
Without doubt, Rich. I think Rookie of the Year, that's done and dusted. What the players trying to do right now is just elevate themselves in a position on the FedEx Cup, make the Tour Championship, and really, just kickstart what should be, judging by what we've seen this year, an amazing career.
This is an 11-foot putt. Nope, good effort, but that's going to wander a few feet by. Okay, it's a bogey here at first. And fortunately, with a big lead already, very little damage done. The second hole at 442 yards of par 4 is tempting. If you're one of the longer hitters, you might want to challenge those 2 fairway bunkers on the right. If you carry those, you'll have another chance to make a 3. Yeah, that's in the fairway, so maybe a chance for a bounce back after that opening bogey. Second shot, good look at the green.
That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and well, far from the best shot I've seen today.
Yeah, that's a pretty good putt, just a little bit off the mark. That one finished off. It's in for par. And she'll hold tight at 21 under par. Now on to the third. First par 5 on the course here at TPC Scottsdale.
Yeah, the length of the hole hasn't really changed. It used to be 2 fairway bunkers down the left. Now there's only 1. Still a hazard that runs down the right side. A strategic hole if you can't make this par 5 and 2 in a brand new green that has been completely changed.
Solid, a good drive in the fairway. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay the third.
Tee shot has given the player a chance to go for this green in 2. Just have to be mindful of covering the ravine, which protects the entire front part of the green.
Gave it a go, but that's into the green side bunker, and it's fairly deep over there, too.
An awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Yeah, big explosion. Got it to stop quickly, and that will be a birdie opportunity coming up. Yeah, no sweat. It is a birdie here at the third, and she'll get a stroke back. It's not the most famous par 3 at TPC Scottsdale, is it? But it is the first. The fourth hole at 183 yards, just a bit uphill with an elevated green. It is well guarded by bunkers. Boy, that one did not want to slow down at all, and it winds up running right through the green. Looking now at her second to this par 3. Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And she'll remain at 22 under. Frank, this is a demanding driving hole, the par 4 fifth.
Another hole that bends gently to the left. There used to be 2 bunkers down the right side. It's now 1, and it's in the perfect position to make you think about your tee shot. Really, you have to be left of that. The new tee's added a little bit of yardage to it. The green still looks the same as what it once was. Tilts slightly from left to right. But you can see why a draw is the preferred shot at TPC Scottsdale.
From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
The 5th always plays one of the most difficult holes at TPC Scottsdale, so finding the fairway gives you the green light to go ahead and try and make a 3.
Well, no surprise. We've already seen some great iron shots this week, but that is another one.
4 feet now for birdie. Yes, a good read. It's a birdie here at 5. And she'll move to 23 under par. Par 4 6th, and Frank, a couple of options here.
Yeah, a hole that bends to the left. A draw is the preferred shot off the tee. The longer hitters will have a big advantage. They'll be able to get it down there and just have a pitch or a short wedge into this. If you're not, that long, then you're going to have to lay it back short of those bunkers. That's going to leave a lengthy second shot.
And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. I'm thinking about 90 yards from here.
Inexcusable.
Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th. And she's going to stay at 23 under par. This 215-yard 7th is the longest par 3 at TPC Scottsdale. The challenge here is that there's a false front there, so if you don't take enough club, you can come back off short of the green. And if you're left, you'll end up in that big bunker, which is guarding the putting surface. Now, from short range, a second. Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and that just skips a foot or so by. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And her score is going to stay right where it is. Up next, the 475-yard par 4 8th. It's a slight dog leg left. Ideally, you want to shape a right to left shot to catch a downslope on the fairway. But watch out for the 2 bunkers on the left. Par from there would be a big ask.
It's been good driving so far. That ball bounces into the rough, so just the first fairway miss today.
This one's looking good.
Oh, that was a good strike. Took it straight at it, too. That one bounce and check. Well played.
5 feet now for birdie. Okay, right on line. That's a birdie here at the 8th. Her score will move to 24 under par. Rounding out the front 9 with a par 4 of 453 yards from the back tee. Looks to be straight away here, Frank. Anything to be cautious about on this tee shot?
Well, that bunker, there used to be 2 bunkers down the right side. There is now 1, and it also pinches into the fairway, which almost makes this hole look like a faint dogleg right. But really, the best line is still down the left side, so it still actually suits a draw off the tee. Green is slightly elevated and not very deep, too. So judging that second shot, getting the right club is essential here at 9.
From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Fairway at the 9th, one of the widest on the golf course, so ball easily finds the fairway. Now can take dead aim at this hole location to this narrow green.
May need to recheck the yardage after that one. That's on the green, but not a real good shot. Okay, so this one, maybe a birdie putt in name only. Look at this putt. That is something special right there. From that far away to gauge that speed, that is so well done. She'll brush that one in for her par here at the 9th. And that finishes off a strong front 9. It's a 33, 2 under par. This 10th hole is really all about strategy and good decision-making. It's a hard dogleg to the right, and you have a couple of options. You can cut the corner with a driver, but then you're contending with a small bunker and some trees if you miss-hit it. Or you can go with a fairway wood, but if you're offline, well, then you bring the bunkers on both sides into play. Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. Good chance at one.
What a way to start the back 9. That is a tremendous iron shot.
Shouldn't be much in this for birdie. Well done. That one rolled in for a birdie, and she'll move to 25 under now. Heading now to what most consider the most challenging and intimidating hole at TPC Scottsdale, the 472-yard par 4 11. Water protecting the entire left side of the hole, so both distance and precision are required. A drive down the right side is ideal. This one starting a hair right. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yes, there's 135 yards to the flag. Pin on the right-hand side, so plenty of room to the left of it.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Good effort, but that'll run 2-3 feet past the hole. So that brushed in for par here at 11, and she's going to stay at -25. Well, 16 at TPC Scottsdale is the most famous, but maybe the most beautiful par 3 of the golf course is right here, the 12th, with that peninsula green and water all down the right side and the 2 deep bunkers protecting the left. This is an excellent par 3. Okay, just outside of 10 feet and a birdie chance here at number 12. 11 feet away. Oh, no problems at all. The pace perfect. It is in for birdie. That will move her to 26 under par. Next up, the 558-yard par 5 13th. Great driving hole featuring water and desert on the right, mature mesquite trees and a big bunker on the left. Drive the ball between that trouble, and the green is definitely reachable in 2. This is a good scoring hole. Excellent second shot here at the par 5. Frank, certainly a birdie is well within range.
Well, from that distance, that second shot, that's inside the PGA Tour standard, really. 2 super shots, and you're right. Outside chance for 3.
Oh, yeah. That's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. So after the fun at the par 5 13th, you have to knuckle down here at the par 4 14th. It is 490 yards, and par is an excellent score here on this hole. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. After a good tee shot, Iona, this, her second.
It's 123 yards to the front of this green. 137 is the number you'll need to get it all the way to the flag. And the pin on the left portion of the green.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. Everything is coming up roses for our leader. How about this? Holding it from off the green to extend that lead. For tournament golf, this is one of the exciting holes. The 15th here at TPC Scottsdale. It's reachable at 553 yards, but it is also a nightmare if you hit your second shot. You can make a big number here. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. What a good shot that is. Home and 2 on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank. There may be a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and it just skips a foot or so by. And that one finished off. It's a birdie here at 15. And that's going to take her to an even 30 under par. This is absolutely one of the coolest holes in golf. This is a little bit like dropping Fenway Park into the desert, trading a baseball bat for a golf club. And it is bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, tie game, World Series rowdy. I mean, there is nothing like it in golf. That's going to wind up on the fringe, and this crowd, let's say, muted in their applause. They were looking for something a little bit better. Get away. It is a par here at 16, and she'll hold steady at even 30 under par. Up next, the 332-yard drivable par 4 17th. Players going for the green need to avoid the water short and left of the putting surface. A miss right will still allow for a fairly simple up and down. Chance now for another birdie. Oh, finishing strong. That's in for birdie here at 17. And that's going to get her to 31 under par. We finish our day here at TPC Scottsdale with a 442-yard par 4 18. Strategy off the tee is key. Challenge the lake on the left and cut the corner of the church pew bunkers, or play it safely down the right side of the fairway. That's to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this another fine tee shot. So after the big drive, this a short approach to the par 4. Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Yeah, too much spin coming out of that sand. Not quite the run out you're looking for, and that'll come up a wee bit short. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Okay, a good putt. Able to save par here at 18. That will be a third-round score of 62. That's some terrific playing. So a final look at the leaderboard, and this has just been a runaway so far. EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the base of the McDowell Mountains and TPC Scottsdale, live final round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. Here in the Valley of the Sun, the temperatures are up, the scores are down, as we take a look at the leaderboard on this Sunday. Our leader is indeed our featured golfer. It has been a textbook performance to this point. So, Frank, another Sunday is upon us, and stop me if you've heard this before, but our featured golfer in position to win yet again on the PGA Tour as a rookie. You have to think by now, this is someone who appears to be unfazed by just about anything put in their way.
And also, Rich, getting in the other players' heads, because Sunday is meant to be that pressure cooker day where people fail, often at the post. So if you've managed to conquer that at least twice in your rookie season, players are starting to think, well, hang on a minute. They've figured out how to play this golf when the pressure's at the very most. So I actually give them the advantage.
Yep, played that nicely. That'll work out just fine. A straightforward look here for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt. It's a birdie here at 1. And with it, she'll move to 32 under par. On to the second, a 442-yard par 4. Longer hitters can try and take advantage of the downslope, 285 yards off the tee, but that brings those two deep fairway bunkers on the right into play. That one going to be in great shape. So following the birdie at 1, a solid drive here at the second. Okay, not particularly close, but a chance for the putter to do its thing. A birdie try on the second green, and with that, we welcome 4-time winner on the PGA Tour, Nota Begay.
And this has a pretty clear right-to-left break to it. Players got to recognize the speed. This is one that guys leave short quite a bit.
Maybe gave that one a little too much credit, and it missed on the high side.
Just like that.
That finished off for par here with the second. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. Frank, what's the strategy here off the tee at the par 5 third?
For the long hitters, they still think that they can reach this par 5 and 2 comfortably with a good tee shot. For the shorter hitters, it really is a thought about where you lay up that second shot to try and leave a good third shot yardage in. Still a good tee shot, though. That hazard down the right side protects against someone who's a little too cavalier off the tee.
The driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. From the fairway, let's go to Nota.
Tee shot has given the player a chance to go for this green in two. Just have to be mindful of covering the ravine, which protects the entire front part of the green.
Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in two on the par 5. So definitely a tough putt coming up. Got to get this to the back of the green, up the hill for eagle. Yeah, that's a nice putt. Getting it there up the hill was half the battle. This got there just a little wide of the mark. 4 feet, all that's left for birdie. Okay, nicely done. That's in for birdie here at 3. And that's going to take her score to 33 under par. Arriving now at the first par 3 at TPC Scottsdale, 183-yard fourth. Slightly uphill with an elevated green that is tough to see from the tee. Bunkers guard it short, right, and left. Yeah, that one came in a little hot. It's safely on, but it'll be a long look coming up. Got to at least try to cozy it in that 3-foot circle. This for birdie. Yeah, that's a pretty good putt. Just a little bit off the mark. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4. And she's going to remain right where she is. Now to the 5th hole and a challenging par 4.
Slightly longer this year, played off a new tee at the back, and there used to be 2 bunkers down the right side. They've now been put together to form one, and in the perfect position that really make you think about your tee shot. It takes a very big drive to try and carry that bunker on the right. It's going to be at least 315 plus yards to get past that. Green itself still tilts a little left to right and back towards the player.
From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
The 5th always plays one of the most difficult holes at TPC Scottsdale, so finding the fairway gives you the green light to go ahead and try and make a 3.
Well, there's a good strike in there, just a little left of the hole, but inside 10 feet. That's about 50-50 chance on the PGA Tour of making a birdie.
Yes, a good roll there. That's in for birdie. That's going to move her now to 34 under par. Ready to tee off now at the 6th. This is a dogleg left.
And another hole that's been stiffened by bunkers on both the left and the right side, really giving you the decision on what club to hit. Should you be bold or should you be smart?
Going to work this up that left-hand side. Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. Okay, on the green, but that's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. Now this for birdie.
And these are the putts you drill when you're on the putting green before the round. This should have a good chance to go in.
Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. That's going to get her to 35 under. Arriving here at the longest of the par 3s at TPC Scottsdale, the 215-yard 7. This green features a false front, so you don't want to be short, especially left, where a big bunker guards the putting surface. Boy, that one was coming in hot, and it winds up carrying over the back of the green. Now a second to this par 3. Okay, she'll finish that one off for her par. And she'll stay right where she is, well under par. This is a good hole right here. The par 4 8th at 475 yards, a slight dog leg to the left. This is where you want to hit that sweeper. If you have that in your bag, get a little extra roll on that hooking tee shot from there, you'll have a chance to make a birdie. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. Second shot, good look at the green.
I really like her golf swing, and that's another good shot. She should be happy with that one.
A long one coming up here for birdie. Oh, man, the speed was spot on. A good putt, but nothing to show for it. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And she's going to remain right where she is. Well, the key here at the par 4 9th as you close out this front side with the 453-yard hole is to keep it away from those two bunkers down the right-hand side. If you do that, then you have a pretty clear approach shot. Keep in mind, there is a ridge that sort of bisects the middle of this green.
That's a whopper of a tee shot. Couple more bounces. Oh, just in the first cut.
Second shot now from just a foot or two off the fairway. And that one runs by, and it's just going to come to rest off the back edge. Oh, there's a good putt. Well done here at the 9th as that will save par. And that will be a sizzling 31 on the front side, 4 under par. Beginning the back 9 with a 428-yard par 4-10. Sharp dog leg to the right, offering several options off the tee. Cut the quarter with a driver and contend with a small bunker and trees. Or opt for a fairway wood that brings bunkers on both sides into play. will do just fine. Looks like about 80 yards left. Okay, that's acceptable there. This is an 11-foot putt. That's the way to start the backside. A perfect read. It's a birdie at number 10. And this one was over a while ago. This is just a walk in the park now. This is a terrific hole here at TPC Scottsdale. The 11th is 472 yards and a par 4. You can see you don't want to hit it left because water goes down the entire left side. Need to hit it long, need to hit it straight. And the best spot is to be down that right side of the fairway. That one looking a little right.
It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
So a wayward tee shot and down to Noda.
Ball sitting in the rough at the 11th. Now looking at an opening up the right side in an effort to try and hold the green.
It's a good shot, but does leave that little uphill putt, so that one will be slow.
Now this for another birdie.
Ball coming downhill from the top side of the hole, but shouldn't be that much break in it.
Nearly had it. Just going to wander a foot or so by. Okay, that one in for par. And pars are fine at this point with this tournament well in hand. Well, Frank, this is kind of the forgotten par 3 on the back nine here at TPC Scottsdale. All of that attention on hole number 16. What do you think of the par 3 12?
This is by far tougher, Rich. Downhill tee shot, especially off that back tee. Bunkering down the left, sort of it catches your eye, but it also takes your eye off the water, which is behind and to the right of this green. Got to be careful. This is a real sleeper, this par 3.
That's quality shot right there, just left of the hole, and a birdie opportunity coming up. Okay, that'll help the cause. It's a birdie here at number 12. And this is no longer a contest, folks. This one is all over but the shout. To the par 5 13th here at TPC Scottsdale. Lots of danger left and right of this tight fairway, Frank.
This hole has really changed over the years. There used to be a split fairway. That no longer exists. That bunker you can see down the left side, which you can't carry, really defines the left side of this hole. Water still in play down the right, and big change here is the bunkering along the left, front, and left side of this green. So you can't just blaze away and comfortably expect to hit 13 and 2 anymore.
Well within range from here. A second now to the par 5. That one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Oh, yeah. That's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. Par 4 14th, Frank. It seems as though you'd be pretty happy with a par here.
You would, even though the putting surfaces here at TPC Scottsdale are excellent. It's going to take 2 good shots to reach this 14th hole. You can get in a little bit of trouble off the tee. That bunker on the left very much in play. The rough on the right side is no snack either, because the ball, more often than not, will finish well above the player's feet. And, of course, that green is very, very narrow, well protected by bunkers on the left. That's a tough breeze to allow from, coming from the right. Did an excellent job of adjusting for that breeze, and tee shot finishes up in the fairway.
Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
We've got 1-3-2 left to the flag today. Pin, front right. It's a sneaky one.
Another example of her excellent balance and timing, and that's a good shot.
An outside look here for birdie. Oh, the pace perfect on that one. It's in for birdie. And this is turning into an absolute runaway at the top of the leaderboard. Arriving now at the 553-yard 15th, another reachable par 5, water guarding the left side of the fairway. Players hit their second or third shots into an island green, and scores can range from 3 to 7 here, so the 15th is always exciting. All right, in the fairway. Now a big spot here for something good. This is a short second to the par 5. Excellent second shot here at the par 5. Frank, certainly a birdie is well within range.
Well, from that distance, that second shot, that's inside the PGA Tour standard, really. 2 super shots, and you're right. Outside chance for 3.
Oh, boy, that definitely took a look. But that was a perfectly weighted putt, nearly an eagle. No problems there. That one in for a birdie. And she'll move even further under par. Here we are at the famed 163-yard par 3 16th at TPC Scottsdale, with the McDowell Mountains in the distance and the most boisterous gallery in golf looking on. This is a test like no other on tour. But a long ways away, and that will not generate a whole lot of excitement up there in the box seats. Chance now for another birdie.
Well, even though this is a longer putt, it's very makeable. Mostly flat overall, maybe just a slight break to the right. Not very much.
Nope. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And she'll stay right where she is. Well under par. Down to the 17th. And Frank, fair to say this is one of the best short par 4s in all of golf?
It is. The drivable par 4 that's designed the way it's meant to be played is a winner. The ones that are just shortened to be made drivable, they don't work. This was designed to be a 17th hole, and it was designed to be drivable. You couldn't get a better place, and you couldn't get a better par 4. Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but it is long.
this from about 10 feet. Well done, and rolled in for a birdie. And her score will get even lower. Incredible. What an outstanding finishing hole here at TPC Scottsdale. Not overly long, but it is challenging. At 442 yards, this par 4 is all about strategy. You can challenge the lake on the left if you're one of the bigger hitters. Cut the corner of the Church Pew bunkers. That leaves you with just a flip wedge in. Or you can take the safe route. Just go down the right side of the fairway. So after the big drive, this, a short approach to the par 4. To save par here at 18, and that will not quite be enough to get into the 50s, but still, that'll be a 60. What a round. So just a terrific tournament for our featured player, Frank, and it yields a 4th career victory. That's impressive.
And we're starting to look at them through a totally different lens now, Rich. We know they're good enough. I remember Nick Price once saying he used to use the average of 5 career wins for every major championship. So they're knocking on the door.